bhavam
Sadharmato yasya vira bhavam
yatha buddham kripaya jagada
yatha nubuddham kripaya jagata
yasya darshana tejansi
yasya darshana vejansi
paravadi matendhanam
paravadi matendhanam
dahantyadyapi lokasya
dahantyadyapi lokasya
manasani tamansi cha
manasani tamansi cha
yasya samatnyana vajashaurogha
yasya samajnana vajasarogha
nignanti nishesha bhavarisena
nignanti nishesha bhavarisena
Tridhatu rajya shriyamadadhana
Vidatu rajasya adadana
Vineya lokasya sadevakasya
Vineya lokasya sadevakasya.
Just out of curiosity, I wonder whether can you perceive a difference just by listening to the verses? If you listen to this verse, Yonta Dvaya Vasa Viduta Vasa Sambuddhati Sagara Vakta Janma Sadharma Toyasya Gavira Bhavam Yatama Buddham Krapaya Jagada. And then you listen to this verse, which is a similar meter. Yasyasana Jnana Vachashaurogha Nignanti Nishesha Bhavari Sena Tridhatu Rajya Shriyamadadhana Vineya Lokasya Sadevakasya. Do you find any difference? Can you see that the sounds here are a little bit harsher?
No.
Like Vachashaurogha Nignanti Nishesha Bhavari Sena Tridhatu Rajya Shriyam. There's some sounds which are a little bit harsher. And this is a feature of Sanskrit verse, or generally literary composition, that is discussed in Alankara Shastra, namely how certain sounds are more suitable to convey certain types of aesthetic flavors, or like here there is some echo of battles. So that's virya rasa, heroic flavor. Virya is called virya, valor, heroism. So that's something that maybe slowly you can get attuned to. Nignanti from han, nihanti would be the third singular, so nignanti is the third plural. Destroy. Okay, now we finally come to the verse which is going to tell us the main reference of all the previous verses, which were relative clauses. So finally we come to our main clause. Nagarjunaya pranipatya tasmei tat karikanam vivratim karishye uttana sa prakriya vakya natham tarka anila abhyakulitam prasanna. Okay. Nagarjunaya pranipatya tasmei tatkarikanam viduratim karishye uttana satprakriya vakyanatham tarkanilabhya kulitam prasanna. Okay, so how does this work? What's our main sentence? The main sentence is Karishiye. This is our main sentence. I am going to make, I am going to compose. So this is a future Atmanipada, first person.
Atmanipada, first person.
Of Kr. So I am Kr, the root Kr,
Okay.
to make, in this case, to compose. So I am going to compose.
It's just a normal future here, right?
Yeah. Very normal future. What am I going to compose? Vivratihi. Vivratihi is a commentary, which means a clarification. Vibra means to open or to clarify. Yeah. Vibranoti, he explains, opens, explain also maybe as similar.
Free is also the verb root for free.
Yeah, bra.
Bra is open,
Vibra. Bra on its own is the opposite, is to close. Is to cover or to
cover
close.
on the
An explanation of what? So this was second vibhakti, singular of a feminine noun ending E, accusative, so here referring to the object of the action of Karishi.
It's feminine, right?
Feminine. Karishi vivratim. I am going to compose an explanation. Of what? Karikanam. Of the karikas. Whose karikas? His karikas. Tasya karika tat karika. So 6 vibhakti tat purusha compound. How is this vivrati? 3 qualifiers. First qualifier, uttana satprakriya vakya nadham. So composed or bound to nadha vakya.
What is nadha?
It's a past participle of na or nat, and it means something like, in this case, composing is similar to or endowed with also, but composed of vakyas, of sentences. What kind of sentences? They have 2 qualities. Uttana, they are clear. Uttana literally means to spread out, but in a Buddhist context, this word tends to mean clear.
Clear. So it's also Shikarta.
Yes, it comes from ud plus tan. Tan means to spread. Sat prakriya refers, I think, also little, it's a kind of grammatical term with good grammatical usages. Prakriya more or less is a grammatical usage. It's a term used indeed in grammar. So sat prakriya with correct, good grammatical usages.
Sat means together with
Good. Sat.
Sat, good.
So here means sat, good.
Prakriya is
Grammatical usage. So it is composed of sentences which are clear, accessible, and satprakri, which are from good grammatical usages. And tarka anila abhyakulitam. So there's a nice contraposition. Akula or akulita means, or vyakulita means disturbed, stirred up, actually, stirred up. So it's not stirred up by the wind of tarka.
By the what?
Wind?
Wind.
Yeah.
Okay. Abhya becomes the opposite.
Yeah. Not stirred up by the wind
Anila is
of tarka. Tarka means, here probably it doesn't have a very good, it's not meant in a positive sense. It's like speculation. And therefore prasanna. We can take this as a hetu garbha visheshana. Prasanna means well settled, of water, so clear. So that refers to the very name of the text, which is prasanna pada.
That's the third qualifier.
Yeah, exactly. So we have these 3 qualifiers for the routine.
can you give some more explanation to the word root of avyakulita? Okay, avi, a is a. These are two prefixes, a and b, right?
And also a. So we have three prefixes: a, b, a.
Okay. And so the root would be what?
Kul.
Kul.
But a kul together comes to mean or vyakul, to stir.
So what means kul by itself?
I would have to check with Dhatu Paha what's kul on its own. Because it's not, I don't find it very often on its own.
So avyakulita is also Uganda?
It's a past participle.
Past participle, yeah. Uganda.
Yeah. Tuanta,
Fine.
from tua. The Vedanta for the past participle is called tua.
The Tuan. Okay, yeah, I understand.
So I am going to compose this explanation, but first there's another action that I'm going to do. What is it? Pranipatya. Pranipat, to prostrate. And this is a Lyabanta form, it's an indeclinable, and it refers to the first of two actions which happen consequently, one after the other, and are made by the same agent. So the one who is the agent of Karishye is also the agent of Pranipatya. Having prostrated to whom? Nagarjunaya tasmei. Tasmei Nagarjunaya. The tasmei helps us clarify that all the previous relative clauses refer to Nagarjuna. So, yaha antadvaya vasa viduta vasa. Tasmei Nagarjunaya. Yasya darshana tejansi. Tasmei Nagarjunaya. That's the idea. What was the Yasya asamatnyana vachashauroka. Tasmei Nagarjunaya. That's how this sentence works. So, having prostrated to that Nagarjuna, prostrated, it means to fall on the ground with all one's. I will compose, Karishye, an explanation of his karikas, his stanzas, that karika I'm using Karishye, which is composed of accessible and well-formed sentences, which is not stirred up by the wind of speculation and which is clear.
这一句话，它的注句就是那个 Karishye 那个字，对不对？它是什么性质？它这是没有，它是一个动词。你刚才说什么？动词没有，以前是名词再有了，对不对？没有，这个是第一人称未来时 ，OK。所以单词它的 root 是什么 ？Her to make to do， 对不对？所以Karishye因为car 是什么？就是那个功能，对不对？所以Karishye就是我会做，就是为了就是做。但是这边它是它要起这个注释，对中文的注释，对不对？所以它会做什么 ？Vivritim 就是这个首字是首的，对不对？然后它的如就是 ver 就是什么 to close 关闭 ，v 就是离开，所以相反的意思。所以 vivri 是不是关闭是展开是什么意思？就是 to clear up 就讲清楚，对不对？因为展开，所以 vivritim 就是 commentary 就是注述，懂吗？所以就是说我会造或者做一个注述 ，OK， 什么样的注述？ 它后面就是有3个 Uttana Sat Prakriya Vakya Nada， 然后有一个 Tarka Anila Avyakulita， 然后还有一个 Prasara， 都是形容这个 Vivritti，OK？ 好，第一个是什么？都是复合语，对不对？所以这个 Nadam， the root was not, right?
I think it's not or not. I forgot which one.
OK， 反正它也是一个是的，然后形容这个 Vivritti， 它是阴性 ，OK？ 所以是 Nadam， 是懂吗？所以 Nadam 就是Nadam to compose 就是造文，创造的造，文学的文，听懂吗？创造的造，文学的文，对，造文，对不对 ？OK， Vakya 就是 sentences，right？
Yes.
就是那些章句、章句、句型，对不对？然后 Uttana Sat Prakriya 就是 use of grammar， 就是文法的用法 ，OK？ 然后 Sat 就是 good，OK？ 然后 Uttana I forgot clear，
accessible, apparent, untranslated as apparent.
Okay, apparent. Oh, I see. So the root is there's a prefix wood and
Done to spread.
done to spread 就是分散三力，对不对？所以它分散三力就可以看得很清楚，对不对？所以是清楚 wood 就是起来的意思，一个前置词，所以它也是一个它就是这个primary suffix， 对不对？所以让它名字化了，所以它那就是 clear， 所以clear and good use of grammar 就是这种很清楚的怎么说呢，就不错的一个文法 ，OK， 所以所以这个都是所以 Uttana Sat Prakriya Vakya Nada， that's Tatpurusha compound, right?
Yes.
Yes. 就是一个 Tatpurusha 复合，对不对？然后 Tarka Anila Avyakulitam also yeah. And the root is 就是语根是 cool 就是to stir up 就是怎么说中文怎么说？to stir up 就是说有点就是如果风干不是起怎么说？所以没有就是让它懂，中文怎么说？这个风让一个引起风就是引起这个水就会动一动，然后就
波动，
也不是波动，不是就变得水就变得比较脏的，比较不清楚。
扰动。
啊？
扰动。
也扰动比较好，扰动，对，扰动，但是它是相反的意思，因为 R 对不对 ？B， 然后 R 3个前置词，第一个是 R B， 然后长音的 R 对不对？Avyakulitam， what was that? How did you translate it?
Avyakulitam, not stirred up.
对啊，就是没有被动，你刚才说什么？
扰动。
没有被扰动 ，OK。Tarta Anila, I forgot that.
By the wind of speculation.
哎呀，Anila 就是 wind， 就是风。Tarta 就是 speculation， 就是 speculation， 我们这么说就是虚构，有点像虚构的意思。然后 Prasanam is also clear, but this what is it? Pra
and Sat,
Sat.
which means to settle down, to sit.
Okay. OK， 它就是监视字，它这个玉根就是说，就是怎么说，软碎的东西就是签下去就变得清楚了。中文怎么说呢？
沉淀。
对，
淀。
沉淀，对，是沉淀的意思，所以清楚的意思啊，沉淀清楚。所以它是形容，都是形容它的这个复数，什么问题？那是哪？那是最后的一个，所以这三个都是形容这个 bifurcating， 对不对 ？OK，bifurcating 就是那个 commentary， 好吧？然后它的写就是这个，我就是正在或者我就准备写一个 commentary， 什么样的 commentary， 然后就有这三个形容的方式 ，OK？ 好，然后Karikana，this is a six vibhakti， 就是一个属歌 ，OK。Karika 是什么 ？Mula Madhyamaka Karika， 对不对？所以是中文的集诵，对不对？集诵 ，Karika 是集诵，所以然后它是属歌，所以就对集诵的。对，就是集诵的一个主数，它就是写一个集诵的，而且它下，因为它也是一个，它不是说复合语，所以它下是针对龙数，它的吉凶 ，OK， 所以它的吉凶，然后它是买，不是Nagarjuna呀。Pranipatya Tasmai， 我们已经学会了Tasmai 是什么？就是Saha 跑题，对不对 ？Tasmai 是什么？一个，对不对？一个，所以是第fourth vibhakti， right?
Yes.
And Nagarjunaya is also fourth vibhakti， 对不对？就是给予，就是那个。
So I should explain. This is a fourth vibhakti, which is governed by Pranipata, due to a rule which says Namaswasti, Swaha, Svada, etc. So there are certain words with which you need certain vibhaktis. The words for bowing down to, prostrating, saluting can have the fourth vibhakti. So it doesn't have to do anything with it being the recipient. We shouldn't understand it in that way. It's a case of government. Government means it's an idiom. It's explained as an idiom. Well, that's how Panini explains it. But
it might prostrate to whom? That's very obvious.
No, because for Panini the recipient is only someone who receives something, someone to whom we want to give something. But the prostration itself is not a gift.
It's not. Okay. Anyway, that's complicated.
Okay.
It makes it impossible for me to give an explanation.
Oh, I just wanted you to know that it's a government.
Yeah, okay, but no, it's a interruption. Okay. Pranipatya 就是一种中文怎么说？一种就是鞠躬，对，这个
鞠躬。
对不对？好，can you explain the Pranipatya? What's that?
It's a Lyabanta, so an absolutive,
It's an absolutive.
which is a type of abhyaya.
Yeah.
It's a type of abhyaya. And an indeclinable, abhyaya.
Yeah.
And it refers to an action which is the first of two actions done by the same agent.
Yeah, okay, yeah, of course, yeah. You don't need to explain that complicated. It's like after having done, we call it in English gerundive.
Yes, or absolute.
Or absolute. Yeah. But I want to know something about the root. So pra,
Ni and pat.
ni, what?
Pra, ni and pat.
Pat is the root, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So pat is the root, just to go down or something like that.
Pat means to step.
To step.
But when there is pra and ni, it becomes to.
Yeah.
cross.
Okay. Pat. Well, it's like is it like the Latin thetis? Thetis?
Yeah, pat is connected to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like earlier we had the word pratipat,
The pratipat.
same thing.
Oh,
Or
okay.
for the verses we have pada, same thing.
Oh, it's the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Pat 就是 to step， 然后拉丁文我们说 foot 就是 pedis， 对不对？都是相关性。然后所以 to step， 然后它前面它有两个前置字 pra 跟你表示就靠近的意思，对不对 ？pra is like intensifying
Or forward.
forward 就是 forward 就是前往的意思，所以靠近前往，所以就是 to go down 就是鞠躬的意思。然后加你们应该还记得它是这种什么什么之后完成一个动作之后再做别的动作，对不对？所以它是一种动作的顺序的意思。然后加或者发，你们应该还记得我们用英文表达 gerundive 或者 absolutive， 它的意思说，比如说完成一个动作之后再做下一个动作，对不对？就是它下一个动作是什么？它会写，就是要准备写这个注释，对不对？所以他完成了这个 pranipatya 之后，他就开始做他的写 ，OK 是这个意思。所以这个 pranipatya 就是一个 indicate， 就是没有变化，对不对？然后它就是鞠躬，所以鞠躬给谁？就是那个 Nagarjuna 是谁？就是龙树，所以它是一个。然后他刚才说解释，这个是一个习惯说法，这个动词pranipatya 一定带这个语格，是这样的意思。然后 tasmai 也是这边是原来是人称代名词语格阳性单数，对不对？但是这边就是做一个类似自称代名词用的 ，OK this Nagarjuna， 好，大概是这样的。所以就是往那个龙树做鞠躬之后，我就准备做一个 commentary， 什么样的 commentary？ 就是我们这三个事情，好，就这样子。好。
Okay, now something about the meter. This meter is Indravajra, and Indravajra has the same exact structure for all the four padas, all the four quarters, and the other ones were Upajati. Upajatis are mixtures of Indravajra and Upendravajra. What's the difference between the two? Indravajra has got Guru in the first position, and Upendravajra has got Lagu. That's all. The rest is the same. So here, Indravajra all through. So it's simpler. We can try again. Gu gu la gu gu la la gu la gu gu. Nagarjunaya pranipatya tasmai. Gu gu la gu gu la la gu la gu gu. Tatkarikanam vivratim karishye. Gu gu la gu gu la la gu la gu gu. Uttana saprakriya vakyanadham. Gu gu la gu gu la la gu la gu gu. Tarkani labhya pulitam prasad. So in this way we have finished the introductory verses and we get into the actual text,
Ah,
which begins with the
this was
explanation
the
of
introduction. Okay, regarding to. Any, can you remove this one?
So the first part explains the Sambandha, which I had introduced in the very beginning. I
Yeah.
explained more or less what it was. Okay, so here we have a quote. This part, Nasvatona Vivaradona Dvabhyam, is a pradika. Anyway, let